Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 9, and today we're gonna be testing the McLaren 720S GT3X. I totally remember the number of the car. I know it was a GT3X, that part I remember, but I always forget the numbers of the car. That is a problem with the naming of McLaren, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna test this in multiplayer in Classic Season. You know how this works. I don't do cherry picking. I'm gonna show you a bunch of sequential races. You can see that I've done a total of 82 races. Let me choose a car and let me queue up. Now, the reason for me to be making this video and testing this car is actually to figure out if this is a good car that you may want to consider by getting the Racing Pass. As you know, this car along with the Dash Diva avatar are currently the main premium rewards of the Racing Pass. That is for about $10. I think it's $10, 10 US dollars. You can get that. Now, as usual, just quick disclaimer, I'm not trying to convince anybody to spend, but all I want to do here is to test this car and for you to judge if you think that this is something that you would want. Now, this is a car of a rank of 1771, which puts it in the upper side of the Class A bracket, and Jesus Christ! Oh boy, hold on, there we go. Now, does it have a 1771 performance? I don't know, that's what we're here trying to find out. The reality is that for what I've driven, this car is actually a pretty decent car. As usual, you know that I'm absolutely terrible at trying to tell you like, oh, acceleration is this and the nitro is that and all of that. Now, I'm extremely subjective, but I think subjectiveness from time to time is good because, especially in multiplayer, if your focus is multiplayer, sometimes going for the straight up hard numbers doesn't necessarily tell you a whole lot. Like, yeah, sure, obviously you want a car that has the best acceleration, you want a car that has really great nitro, but sometimes a car like that, while in paper might be good, when you play it in multiplayer, for some reason it just doesn't click. You know, it's not that necessarily makes or doesn't make sense, it's just some cars don't feel right. I don't know, maybe that's just me. First race I got defeated by a ZR1, though the race was a little close. I did beat a GT3 Year of the Rabbit and a McLaren F1X, whatever. But this one didn't have tuning kit, so that makes sense why I beat it. Alright, let's queue up again. Now remember, these are sequential races. You will be able to see the race counter over here, so that you know that I'm not cherry picking anything. And I've said it a bunch of times, that the main reason why I don't cherry pick races is because I don't want to show you the best races in which I got a bunch of W's, because to me, that means nothing. But the idea of these videos is just to test the car and see what a very mid-level player like myself can do with a car, whether it's a good car or a bad car. You know, you have a better idea like, oh look, DBT can actually win some races with this car, so maybe it's actually good. I don't know. Like I said, most of my content in terms of checking out cars, it's extremely subjective, but that's by design. Again, there's a lot of content creators that already do like proper measurements. Whoa! Physics issues? What was that? That was a random jump out of nowhere. Honestly, I don't think I've noticed physics issues with this car, but Jesus, that's a first. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of content creators already who make more focused reviews of cars, you know, with comparisons of performance and this and that. But like I said, to me, that doesn't tell me a whole lot, because a car may have the best numbers in the world, but with bad skills like the ones I have, well, that doesn't mean anything. And then again, multiplayer in particular is so incredibly random that it rarely plays a part how good or a bad car is. Well, I mean, granted, yeah, obviously, if a car has amazing acceleration, there's a very good chance that if you're in the front, you will be able to get past everybody and just forget about it, or rather, stay in front of everybody. But, you know, if you're anywhere else in the race, maybe they'll knock you down, maybe you may have the best acceleration, but if the dude in front of you is super slow, it's gonna make you hit him, you know. There's so many random stuff happening in multiplayer that's why, to me, it never really matters that much if the car is an absolute king or if it's just okay or if it's straight up. Well, if it's a straight up garbo, then I wouldn't like it very much, but still. Alright, an FXX Evoluzione beat me. I did beat a Huayra, but didn't have the extra tank, a Gera R, and 911 GT3 Year of Rabbit Edition, but without tuning kit. Alright, fair enough. Again, what am I learning from this car? Nothing yet, but hey, it's fun. I'll say that at least I feel this car has nitro that surprises me. I thought the nitro on this thing was gonna be terrible, but it's actually not. It seems to be at the very least okay, which to me is the gold standard, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, and I said this, I think, in another video where the Lamborghini cars in this game has me a little bit spoiled, where they tend to have really good nitro. So any car that isn't like that suddenly feels like, oh, garbage nitro. But I've been honestly lately trying to delve a little bit more into all those cars that I never drive because, oh, they have bad nitro. And turns out that, yeah, they may have bad nitro, but at least, if not fully compensating another stat, at least they're not a straight up garbage just because of the nitro, though. You definitely rely on the nitro quite a bit in this game. So it's kind of interesting. Now I wish this game had a wider car balance system where cars in the same rank could have different stats, and to a certain extent it does have that, but not as wide as I would like. You know, I would like to have cars that are more about just the speed, cars that are more about acceleration, but you know, not that has everything or it has nothing, or you know, I don't know. I guess I like in a way the more extreme side of builds. Like, hey, this is a race car. This is gonna do fantastic in very twisted tracks because of great acceleration, but not great top speed. And then you have Chirons, for example, that, well, those things are fast as hell, but they're no good at turning. You know, that type of thing. But anyway, first place, baby. All right, what did I beat? ZR1 and 2 Agera R. All right, at last I was able to beat this ZR1. I don't know if it's the same driver, but hey. It's a W, so I'll take it. Ooh, and speaking of nitro durations, we are in Monaco. I keep on saying every time I get into this track, I'm like, DBT, you need to look up how to pronounce that first word, and I never do. But anyway, Monaco. I'll call it just Monaco. But yeah, this track, ooh, look at that, a Camaro Independence Edition. I'm surprised. Oh, I gotta, see what I was saying? What good is your acceleration if the car in front of you is gonna slow you down, you know? But anyway, yeah, I haven't encountered a Camaro IE in this video, so that's kind of surprising, and I don't know. Let's see, I did start a little wrong because that dude slowed me down, and by the way, if I knocked him down, I'm sorry, buddy, but there was not much that I could do. But yeah, this is definitely gonna test the nitro of my car, and as expected, it's not doing great in that department. It is not that the nitro is bad, it's more that it's just not as good as this car would, excuse me, as this track would require. I messed up the drift. I started drifting a bit too soon. Though the drift on this car definitely feels good. Not extremely sharp, but I would say definitely in the good side of drift, you know? So hey, I'll take that, thank you very much. But yeah, so I don't know, I really like this car. And again, I've said before that I'm not a huge fan of McLarens, but pretty much all of the McLarens with big wings in this game, I own them, simply because, you know, I may or may not like cars with big wings. I just wish that the engine sound was louder over here, because man. Now, what is that dude in first place, and why can I not catch up to him? Is that the Camaro? Maybe. Well, I mean, second place, you know, it's okay. Yeah, it was the Camaro. I beat an Agera R ZR1 and a Nissan GT-R Nismo, which is not only underranked, but also completely unboosted. So, poor car. Oh boy, this is me against the big boys. At least I saw two 911 GT3 Aero Rabbit Edition. What a name. There's one, that's my car. It would be kind of funny if all three were Porsches. Because I've said before that Porsche, it's... Oh my... I'm fine. I'm fine, at least I'm ahead of one of them. Here I was trying to... Oh, this is gonna actually show if my car is any good. Then DBT proceeds to crash on the wall because reasons. Why not? Oh, that's a Boxster, isn't it? Oh, so it's all Porsches. It's just weird that that's the whatever you pronounce that. I want to say Boxster, but it's spelled weirdly. Anyway, yeah, so this was my chance to prove that this car is great, and then I proceeded to mess it up. So make of that what you will. But at the very least, nobody can say that this car doesn't look amazing. Look at it. Just look at it, so beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, lots of Porsche. No, yeah, okay. The box what? Oh no, it's just Porsche 50 years. Ah, whatever, it's fine. Where's my race counter? There it is, thank you. Now, if you want to get a heart and a pin in this video, you need to leave the key phrase, which for today is going to be McLaren plus big wing equals W. First person to post that gets a heart, a pin. Anybody else that posted afterwards is just gonna get a heart. And by the way, if I take a little bit to reply to the comments, oh, I'm sorry, I think I unalived that dude. If I take a little bit to reply to the comments, that happens. It actually tends to happen a lot during the weekend, which is when I'm the most busy IRL. But yeah, don't worry, I'll get to it, I promise. And if I haven't hearted or pinned your comment, it's not that I'm ignoring you. I pretty much read every single comment out there. It's just that, again, it takes me a while to catch up sometimes, especially, like I said, during the weekends. It's busy, so hey. But yeah, so man, how I wish this engine sounded louder. You can hear so much more, all the sounds around in the world. You know, the nitro of my car, the nitro of other cars, the engines of, oh my god! I'm okay, third place, let's go, baby. You can hear everything much clearer than my own engine sound, and I absolutely hate that. Game Love, when will you fix this? Come on. Come on, Game Love, what's wrong with you? These cars need to vroom loud. We need that in our life. McLaren P1, Agera R, and the Nismo. This one was triple boosted, but still, this rank just doesn't help it. Oh, that's right, and I gotta show there it is, the racing counter thingy. Oh look, we're in Barcelona, and by the way, I gotta say that I'm really pleasantly surprised that you guys are enjoying the sightseeing with DBT videos. I didn't expect those videos to do good on my channel. Honestly, it was, oh my god, it's fine, I wanted to go into this route. No, I didn't. Oh my god, I'm gonna live the Camaro. I would say that I'm sorry, but those things knock me down so often that I can't help but to laugh a little bit. But yeah, I'm really surprised that you guys, no, I'm sorry dude, I didn't mean to knock you down. I'm really surprised that you guys enjoy those videos. I kind of made them not exactly as throwaway videos, but it was more like a filler type of video, you know, like, hey, so there's not a lot going on in the game right now. I already talked about some of the cars and I'm working on other things right now in terms of cars and whatnot, so what do I make a video on? And then I thought like, oh yeah, I did make that concept some time ago, right? So all right, let's see how people respond to it. And I'm really surprised that so far all 3 of these episodes have done considerably well for my channel standards. And it's really good to see you guys engaging with the video and telling me, oh, but this, you missed that, and it's pretty cool. So appreciate you for watching, dudes. I do. And I got a first place, baby. Beating an Agera R 911 edition, 50 years, but whatever. And the SS Independence edition. I'm sorry, didn't mean to knock you down, but it kind of felt good. All right, so where are my car, my races? 89. Cool. Now, if you're really curious and want to know what are my thoughts on the performance on this car, I will tell you, just like I said for just about any car that I drive, it's okay. I would say this is even a good car. No king or anything, just good. Probably a little bit above average, with the only issue of the nitro not being amazing, but the handling feels good. The drifting feels pretty good. The nitro seems acceptable. So for the most part, I would say that this is a comfortable car to drive. Like I said, no king. So if you're thinking of getting this car through the racing pass because you expect this to be the best car out there, it is not. But if you have the patience to upgrade it, you can probably do some damage with it, because overall, it surely is not a terrible car. So that's as far as I get. Oh, I messed up that jump. I hate this jump. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Whatever. But yeah, at least if you get it, you can always say, oh man, this car looks beautiful, because that is the one thing that it certainly does. Look beautiful. Oh yeah, big wing, racing car, and all of that. I suppose that the fact that it's called GT3X means that it's kind of like the prototype for a GT3 car, right? Like, not prototype, but the one that maybe would be on sale for the customers to get and put their liveries and their team stuff and whatever. I don't know. That's what it feels like. But man, what a beautiful car. Pretty decent performance. And actually, I love this color. I didn't show the color options and I wanted to do it, but it's too late now. We're here and that is going to do it. If you want to watch some more videos in terms of Asphalt 8, check these videos popping up on the screen right now. I made them, so they're probably really good, although I don't know what they are right now, but they're right there. Check them out. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.